So we've got the Big Sister reality show. We had the final ballet. Usually when we have the final showdown, it's usually when the show has come to an end. But the producers decided what they were going to do was they were going to bring back the contestants who had left. And this had gone down maybe not the way the producers may have wanted it to go down. And with me today, I would like to speak with, well, have a conversation with somebody who has a very dear friend in this, well, I would probably call her a family friend, or someone very close who is in the Big Sister show. And with me today I have Aisha C. Now we all know Aisha C is, apart from just a Big Sister fan, she is also one of our big Sierra Leone artists, and it's always a pleasure to have someone like that even accessible to me. I just always feel a bit quite lucky, you know. Thank you ever so much for joining us today, Aisha. How are you? Hello, Aisha. Oh.
Okay, I'm on again.
No problem, no problem at all.
I'm okay, Nasa, I'm okay. And
no problem, my dear.
Even though it's a bit confusing about what's happening and everything, but so far so good, really.
So far so good. I mean, just a bit of background on, for those of you who haven't watched the show before, just a little bit of background. Big Sister is a women empowerment show. This year, the producers decided to bring different people, women from all around Africa. I think we had Gambia, we had Senegal, we had Nigeria, we had Sierra Leone. So it was a stepping stone for the organizers, and it was quite pretty much a very good idea. So now we're coming to the end of the show, and we've got 6 people left in the show. But not only do we have 6 people left in the show, I can hear, can somebody mute their phone? Thank you. I can hear. All right, that's better. So with the 6 girls left still in the show, things have not necessarily gone as we wanted. Yesterday, we had the final ballet in the Bondo Bush, and the way it went, there were some moments when I was a bit concerned. There were moments I was a tad bit concerned. And let's just start with the beginning, all right? So the girls who entered that day, everybody, basically, Dinma came back. Samira, our girl Samira came back. Dinma as well, she came back. We had Hectoria, she came back. We had Madonna, she came back. We had literally all the girls who have been in the Big Sister house. However, the purpose of their visit, which I understand, one, we the viewers were under the impression it was an eviction. We came as normal in our numbers and come to find out it wasn't an eviction, that in fact, it wasn't an eviction, but in fact that the previous girls were now coming to discuss some of the issues they have had. We start off with Dinma, who is one of the contestants. I believe Dinma left about 3-4 weeks ago. And Dinma came to basically say some of the things that she wasn't very happy about. One of the things she did mention was in relation to Yaba. So this is why today we have invited Aisha C to the show to just discuss a little bit about how you all felt with that standoff with Yaba and Dinma. So yeah, let's just start with what's your relationship with Yaba, Aisha?
Actually, Yaba is a sister. Actually, we're not like biological sister, but she's I take her like a sister, my smaller sister, because I've known Yaba for a few years now, and then I know she's a model, and she's one of this girl that actually want to pursue her dreams, and then I actually love her passion and what she's doing. So my relationship with Yaba is based on, based on the entertainment kind of level, really, because I know she's on the entertainment side, even though we were all doing different things, but like she have lots of experience in terms of the when it comes to entertainment. So like, yeah, she's like a sister, or she's like I would just say she's a family to me. So me seeing her trying to pursue a dream, I try my best to make sure that I'm there to support her.
Yeah. So how did you feel when your dear sister told you she wanted to come to the Big Sister house?
I was happy for her, from start. I always tell her, Yaba, if you have the opportunity to go for any competition that is available, that you think you can make it, then why not? You can go there. I'm always here to support you. You have your family to support you. They're all ready to support you. It doesn't matter if you go there, whether you win or not, just go and try. Sometimes you never know where your let me say, where your luck is coming from. So just go and try, and we will support you. Of course, I was happy about the whole thing when she told me. I tried to give her some words of encouragement, and then she was also happy that she has people at least around her that are actually concerned about her future. So yeah, I was really looking forward to this, and since then I've always been on this matter. I always yeah, even before she went there, I've always been there, because and I'm actually looking forward for all of this to finish, because of what I'm seeing now going on. It's actually not pleasant to me, or not just me, I'm sure to the public as a whole.
To the viewing public.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously anyone would be happy if their friend tells them, look, their family member says, look, I'm going to join something like Big Sister to just try to, win the money. Obviously the money is a very big thing. Everybody wants to win the money. Now, anyone would be happy for their family or their friend. But the first question I would like to ask you equally, Aisha.
Yeah.
You are also aware that Yaba is knowing who the producers are. She knows Zainab very well. Did you, I'm just welcoming Kekus. Welcome, Kekus, to the show. Did you at any time think perhaps because she knew Zainab, it may not necessarily go in her favor? We're going to touch on this a bit later, but did that cross your mind at that time?
No, I did not actually think about it that way. I never think about it. At the end of the day, what we understood about the whole thing regarding Yaba and Zainab relation is based on our career and what she's doing. Since I know Yaba, she's always been a model. She's always there to, do what she's good at doing. She's not always working out there as a model for just Zainab. She's doing it for lots of other modeling company, or even people that are working like tailors or stuff like that. Those people that have businesses that want to showcase their dresses and stuff like that. So these are the things, because in Sierra Leone they don't have that kind of huge platform out there for modeling. So she actually take every little bit of opportunity that she have, even though you can actually tell on the thing that she's complaining all about that people just try to use her anyway, in a sense. But like we never see it coming like that, because our actual aim is to go there and empower her, because she's been doing this for a long time without seeing any good results coming out of this. So we see that going for the Big Sister is a good opportunity. Take the chance. You're not going there because of Zainab, or this person, that person. You went there, you buy your ticket, your form, you bought your form for yourself. Zainab never called you and say come for the show. Other people are there who know Zainab even more than you. So people just trying to use this, just like to to find a way to manipulate her success, you know, and which is not good in society.
What? Thank you. Okay, before we go there, Aisha, we're gonna really delve into that again. Like I said, as the show is coming to the end, we need to know our contestants, and we need to know who really deserves to win this. But a lot took place yesterday that I think we need to really iron out a bit. Thank you for that information that you've just given us there about the relationship with Zainab and Yaba. Moving on to the actual event yesterday, it was very touching to see. First, let's just start with a question that Dinma, as we all know, Dinma is from Nigeria. Dinma, but she's very much a Sierra Leonean girl. She's been settled in Freetown for many years. I'm sure she's made many opportunities for many Sierra Leonean girls back home. But Dinma's gone into this competition. And again, she knows Zainab. During the show, we come to understand that Yaba also tried to promote Dinma to Zainab, and that was obviously what friends do. But what has gone wrong between now Yaba and Dinma? Because what we saw yesterday was not really very pleasant. Dinma raises a few questions, and rightfully so. She's got the right to ask these questions. But my concern is, did we need to have these questions on that day? Maybe not. But she said them anyway. Some of the questions that she did ask was, after she left the house, she saw that Yaba was making comments along the way, like suggesting that she's promoting Dinma. If it wasn't because of her, Dinma wouldn't necessarily be where she is. What's your take on this, on the question?
You know, I just believe that Dima was not grateful at first, because even though they all went there, what happened at the Big Sister is just a game, you understand?
Yeah.
All of them have their own lapses. Everybody have their own issues with each another there. Yeah. So for Dima to go outside and then come back again with this issue, I just think she have one thing, there's hatred in this. It's all part of grudge, and maybe she's out. She knows what's happening from outside, you know.
Yes.
So she wanted to see Yaba out of the show because of what happened to Samira and all the I can call it pandemic thing that was in there, you know. So them coming outside and see that Yaba is actually doing well in the show, and from outside what they're seeing is a threat to them. So they try all kind of way to get in there or find a way so that they can able to find a way that through them being into the Big Sister village yesterday, they can able to have access to find a way wherein they can able to disqualify Yaba to get out of the show. Out of the show. I understand that they actually make a plot for this before ever they get into this into the village yesterday, that this is what we're going to do. But unfortunately, it doesn't work the way that they want it to be.
Okay. I mean, you've said quite a lot there. Okay, let's just try to break this down a little bit. So when Dinma asked the question about why she'd been seeing some of these videos when basically, in more than one word, Yaba was trying to make it look like she's the one that sprang her. In your mind, or from what you're hearing on the ground, you think that visit was perhaps fixed to create something against Yaba?
Well, obviously, it speaks at that moment, even though there's something behind those closed doors, you understand? And with all the things that happened in the house before they left, at that moment there, that's the whole thing. I think they want, the bottom point is they want Yaba to be out of the house. They don't want Yaba to win the Big Sister because they think that she doesn't deserve it, or they think they are more important than her. They can't see her winning this. They were not expecting Yaba even to be at the show up to this time. So them seeing her in there, I think it's frightening them. Okay.
Now, as much as we love the contestants, in your opinion, did you think it was a good idea to bring all those housemates back into the house to see the other housemates who were still left in the house? Do you think that was a good idea?
I totally disagreed with that, Nasai. To me, I don't think it was the right time doing that. Yeah. I can't say much because it is their show, you understand? They organizing it the way they wanted it. But for we, the viewer outside, or we that have somebody in there, especially the way things are going, it's not the right time for them to get in there. You know, understand? Yeah. The show should have just continued, and then after the whole thing finished, they find a way to do this reunion thing, and then finish with that. But they don't have to call them in there at that point in time yesterday. Like you said, we're not expecting to see them there. We are expecting eviction night.
Yes.
So it was
an eviction night.
That even us, our own contestant or candidate, I don't know how to call this, she was actually victimized on this whole thing, because it's like they came in there purposely for her, even though Zainab was not aware of this or what their plan was. But it's actually not good for her because it's like a bullying. They went there to bully her, which is not good mentally. It's not good for the girl. Yaba is just a little girl out there. Most of them there, they are well accused on her.
Absolutely.
And you know that when they get in there, they try to say something that she will not be happy about, and then all of a sudden she will act up and misbehave and stuff like that, and then people will see her like somebody or hate or see her different. You understand? They will see her as a bad person, so they want to go in there and spoil her character.
Yeah. Well, I have to be very, very honest when I say that moment when I actually did see when she was confronted by Dinma, I actually began to have a lot more empathy for her.
Okay.
Extremely. Even though she's always been in the running, I hadn't necessarily saw her as a winner. I felt that the fact that she was related to Zainab could act as a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping to see how this will plan out. But the way things went yesterday, and for her to be put in that vulnerable position, and her response was very, very endearing and quite frankly, quite emotional to watch. How did that make you feel?
I was not happy about it. And if you were just after that whole thing, I didn't even continue to watch the whole party thing, how it ended anyway, because I felt really, really bad and not expecting that at that very time. You know, I was not expecting Dima, especially you're talking about what you want for somebody out of the show before you're trying to bring your past life into the whole thing. At what point exactly are you trying to tell to the public or trying to show to the public? It doesn't make sense at that point. Even though we know it's not true, all of the things that she was saying, she was just there to make up stories, you know. But it was not good for Yaba, because at the end of the day, you can see majority of them were actually on her case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually that makes her very emotional. Like you said, she's vulnerable at that very moment there.
But
it wasn't called for at all, and we were very disappointed at her. As a grown up, you have more, as she claims, you are very educated than her. You should not act like that.
Okay. So when you say, so again, I would like to just add this thing, because I think it's very, very important that we try to, let's just break this down a bit. Dinma, I think, is someone who has a lot of character.
Okay.
And is there a part of you that thinks maybe some of the things Yaba said were wrong and could have been misunderstood, and without her having the opportunity to explain herself, that maybe this is what caused some of the problems? Because some of the issues that all these girls are mentioning, do you feel Yaba is to blame? or is she just being used as a pawn? I mean, what's your take? Do you think Yaba is responsible for anything?
Yaba is not. If people actually follow the whole Big Sister since it started, you understand, right? I don't see any reason why they should blame Yaba for anything that happened to anyone there. No, they should not blame her, because at the end of the day, we the viewers, we are watching, we are seeing, we know what's happening there. And at the end of the day, because of Zainab or the Big Sister, they are seeing what's happening in the house. They have to call them in the Bondo Bush to explain things. They have to ask them to say. It's like they corner you, you know, for you to say this is what we are seeing, and you have to say the truth. You understand? So she explained whatever that is happening there, or what the problem is. That's what she says in the Bondo Bush house there, or that's what even all of them were saying. And if you actually watch at this thing, even Samira's case, it's not just Yaba that actually went to the Bondo Bush and started talking about Samira. All other girls, all of them out there, majority of them, maybe I can just call 3 or 4 people that shows as if they don't understand the whole thing. But all of them, but at the end of the day, they just focus on Yaba alone. And if you watch the whole
but then Aisha, I think a lot of people will also, those who are watching will also say, like, could Yaba have done things a bit differently? So that, I mean, like, everybody's putting all this stuff on this young girl. And the way she looked yesterday, it was so emotional for me to watch. She was like gasping for breath, literally, like, didn't know what to say. At what point are we going to be real honest and say, what could Yaba have done better? Because if Yaba's going to win the show, she needs to flip the script.
One thing people need to understand about this whole thing is that, you know, it's just like you going for a contest or for something, you're going to apply for something, and all of you are going there, and everyone is thinking that, oh, this company is your dad company. They're going to get you're going to be one of the successful one, or stuff like that. Everybody point their fingers on you. You understand?
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you know that within yourself, you know, you stand no chance. You understand? But they point a finger at you, and then at that point in time, it's like they're trying to pull her down, or maybe it's for the Big Sister to see that. I don't understand in the whole thing really, but it's like they're just trying to force about. Yaba thinks that she don't have a chance winning the Big Sister because of that thing, people claiming that she knows Zainab, or thing, try to use that against her. So for her, whatever thing people try to come, problems they want to bring to her, she acts up so quickly on that, because she thinks that they're trying to bully her based on that thing there. You understand? She don't even know what's happening outside here. She don't even know what her position is. Because she can tell, she kept telling all of them in there that if I leave today, I have nothing to lose, because I have left no money outside.
Okay. I mean, that's a great point as well to hit on, because if Yaba is winning all these votes and that is not any of her money, as to speak, then I think that is another message a lot of us are failing to understand.
Yeah.
Some of these girls have come into the competition financially charged, for what I understand, ready to do their voting and to get the campaign going.
Yeah.
Now, it's put a spanner in the works when the girls on the ground are potentially doing better.
Definitely.
So my question is, what do you think is causing the viewers to not only vote for the homegirls, but to vote for them in numbers? Because we're seeing the same thing with Street Speaking as well. We're seeing the same thing with SF as well. What is it? What do you why do you think the people on the ground of Freetown?
In the village, presently in the village, it's only Yaba and Street Speaking that have real fans that are actually voting for them.
Well, it enlightened me. See, this is what some of us are not aware of. So when you say this, it makes sense with the results, because the results are showing someone.
If you watch reality TV show, it's about it's not about what money have kept outside or what money they've got outside to sponsor themselves. It's like you have no fun. You're just there to bully others with your money. You understand? Reality TV show is about what the fans want. And if you watch the Yaba and even though Street Speaking was not well known before, Yaba was well known before.
Yes, of course.
Street Speaking built up her fan base when she was in there, you understand? So these are the people that are, we the fans outside, we are the one voting for these people. You understand? And when the fans vote, it's meaningful than when you take out your money to vote. It's like you are buying.
Of course, of course. But what's happening is the people, go ahead.
Yes. So this, in my own opinion, if I was the one making the show, I will give the opportunity to those that deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will do
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely. But then but adding to that,
to sponsor themselves and leave those that are just, trying to crawl. It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's all about making money.
Okay. I mean, I love what you've just said there, because you see, you've invited as a reality TV show, we've allowed international guests to attend. Now, the international guests are always going to be on the back foot because they don't live at home. They're not from Freetown. Then why are we inviting them if categorically what's going to happen is the people on the ground are going to make pow, say, we're not allowing African win. I'm getting that vibe. Are you getting that vibe?
I understand where they're coming from, because at the end of the day, they know you that are coming, for example, coming from Europe, you have the opportunity, you understand? And then them that are there, they are also watching or trying to be like you. So then even looking up for you or from us here to help them down there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And but then that questions.
You know what I mean? If somebody tell me right now, I quote, we'll go for this show, Big Sister, with the connector. I will tell them, no, I'm not going there because there are people there that need that platform more than I do. I'm not going there. Okay. I don't mind somebody going there than I get.
I just want to read a comment here from Mayatu. She says, I think this was in relation to when we were conversating. I think this is in relation to when we were conversating about the international contestants using their own money. Mayatu says, but Sire had no money and did not leave a penny for any votes. Now, using the idea that we said that some of the international stars, yes, roommates, they are using their own money.
Yeah. Well,
from what Mayatu is saying,
that's why Sire is out, because she haven't got the fund.
But Sire came, obviously Sire must have come on a genuine, honest competition. You know what I mean? I've come to a competition.
Definitely, yes.
And I'm going to be judged on my quality, on who I am. But yes. She's now being faced, she's been evicted, but she has been faced with the fact that the people on the ground may have calculatedly voted more for their people on the ground more than Sire. But then that says to me, that's a little bit unfair to the poor girl who has left her business in America in the hope that her people will accept her as one. Is this going to be the common dominator? The common.
I think the problem with Sire thing here, why the public or maybe the people in Sierra Leone or stuff did not vote for her, is this icon or based on her coming from abroad. Understand? Number one, maybe she must not have any money on her vote. Yes.
She must. Could you repeat that again, please?
I'm saying one of the reasons that have disturbed Sire on this was because she's not living in Sierra Leone. She's coming from America. She did not put any money aside, you understand, because she went there as a genuine competitor. You understand? So she did not have the votes from the people down there because they have this she's from America. She have it all, and some of those that are in the house are claiming that they've got their own money, and all of them, they have their money that they bring to vote for them. So the people from Sierra Leone, they will not leave those that are living in Sierra Leone and vote for her. So this was a problem. even though she must have got the fans, but like they might be seeing it that she's from there. And because she's from there, she have the money, or people from outside, they're voting for her and stuff like that and things like that. But at the end of the day, she did not make up that money to take for her vote.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm also aware that Sire is one of the biggest Yaba fans. She's also
they call them the cabal, but yeah, I think it's not. I don't see it. It's not a cabal, to be honest. It's just like you going to a place and people, all of you end up loving yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know how we call things, and we just accept it the way it is. But yeah, they are actually.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna bring in Kekus, who's actually on the ground. Kekus is not Kekus, can you join us? How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. Nasa, what's up? How's it? You okay?
Hey, I'm fine, darling. We haven't seen about 2 weeks. I've missed you. You all right?
Yeah, I've been quite a little busy though, but otherwise I'm
bless.
okay.
You're looking fresh.
Thank
so,
you.
Kekus, what's going on?
It's so I don't even know how to start to explain it to you, but it has been so really crazy, and it has been so devastating that, like, to me personally, like, I lost a focus in watching the show because I was kind of lost, and I've been watching quite many shows, but like this one is so different. It's so different. Starting to the ones to the ladies in the house, the organizers. To the most surprising part was yesterday saying Mamina power herself into the village. So.
Okay, bear with me, Kekus. We're having a bit of interruption when you're speaking. Do you want to maybe put your volume down on the phone?
All right, can you get me now?
Yeah, I can get you.
All right, sorry for that. It's a breaking down transmission that led to the speaker that was acting that way. But like I was saying, the show has been something very, very different. From the start to the middle, where it is right now, it has been so different. Like, for me, I'm lost, and most of my friends that are watching right here from Banjo are lost with the show. So they lost, like, means of watching the show or contributing more to the show. So there's less viewing now towards the show, than that of the most talking about. Because, like, of course, the expectation has always been there, but to how the show is going, it's something very ridiculous.
Yeah,
very, very ridiculous.
Did you just hear what Aisha C just mentioned? I mean, are people tactfully voting for these contestants? Do you think that the homegrown people back home, the viewers who are watching in Freetown, do you think they are calculatedly voting to make sure the international guests do not win this competition?
Well, for me, I'm definitely not looking at that aspect of it to that of like what Asha C was mentioning earlier on, to that of what you just said. I'm not looking at it that way. I think if majority of the people voting for those that are staying back home or living back home is because they're actually looking at a stance of those not having the opportunity. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to drive
Absolutely, of course I do. I mean, because I definitely agree with that.
Because, at first, we have to look at opportunity in life. And in life, we have 3 educational aspects in life. Education is not just about what we go to school and learn. Yeah, that one is the third part of it. But we have education by traveling. What you experience. You gain a lot of experience. Like now you're in UK and Asha C is out there as well in a different part of the world.
Yes.
And if somebody have not been in those places, you cannot gain the experience to that of what you people have gained so far. So looking at this as well is a very big achievement. It's not about money. It's not everybody that is in Europe or in America or Asia that is rich. No, you have poor people everywhere. But then you look at people that are fighting to go out to these places. One, because they are looking at how they're going to gain a lot of things, looking for potentiality, the travel experience, a lot of things, a lot of this kind of thing. So they're looking at why not we give chance to those people that haven't yet getting this kind of chances. Like let's mention this lady, Manja Bona or something like this. Tim Coco, the lady, yeah. I've been seeing previous pictures and seeing her with previous celebrities and all stuff like this. You're looking at her, yeah, she's very creative. She can be somebody that can empower others as well. But for me personally, I can say she's a kind of a mentor, because to that of what she's doing. I could remember back when I was in Sierra Leone, I shall see sitting right next there as well. We are on Zoom meeting. I know her very, not personally, but being somebody that I was looking up to as well.
Kekus,
Yeah.
I saw the excitement when you saw her on the screen. I heard you tell your friend, come now, I shall see.
You know, yeah. I know she remembered me very well with my name, because I'm the only one with Kekus, you know. But yeah, looking at that fact to read, like when we talk about empowerment and looking at people that needs it, I think they deserve it than those that have a wider experience. I cannot compare people like Street Bikin and Instance to that of Manjo Bona. I'm not looking at the money. You know, I'm looking at instances here, you know.
Okay.
I cannot
Can
compare.
I just ask?
I cannot.
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I cannot. You know, when you look at all this, I think Sierra Leoneans are learning to be able to make in a way, in a means like, okay, I think we need to give these certain people this chance, so they too can, you know, achieve this goal. You know, so for me personally, I'm not feeling anything else than what maybe most people might be thinking, like, oh, because these people are coming out there, so they don't want to vote for them. No, I think those people too, they have fan bases, they have people, they have families back home, you know. But looking at majority going in, voting for those that are staying there, it's because they want to try to like to sell them to the world. Instance, we all saw what happened to Nikki China. We don't know what is happening to her right now.
We still don't know what happened to Nikki China.
Yeah, I don't personally know what is happening right now. But then it was a good means, like she had the opportunity, you know, to be known out by a lot of people. And I don't know if she has traveled most places or so, but I know she has a bit of experience, much more now compared to where she was before.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
think,
I should see, would you agree with what Kekus is saying? I should see.
Hello?
Okay, I should see if she's there, but would you agree with what Kekus have said?
Definitely, I do agree with him. We're on the same page.
Yeah. So then I ask the two of you then, why would we then be having reality TV shows and bringing people from international when in turn they're only like a red herring, you know? They're just being thrown for numbers, because if they haven't got no chance to actually win, they also do need empowering.
well, let me come to that side, Aisha. Let me just help you a little bit, and then you can take it up from there.
Okay.
Let me just make instance of the Big Brother Naja show that lasted not very too long ago. We also what happened. There were prints in the house. People who are prints. Hope you understood what I'm saying. Their parents are keen and they are prints. So they have all it takes. They have a state that they can control to say, hey, let's do this. They do it, they win it, you know? But looking at the majority of people, celebrities that came together and said, no, this is about, the show is about empowering. Looking at the word empowering, it doesn't, yes, people that are little on the stage should be empowered, yes. But those that are coming from a lay with nothing, not absolutely zero, but at least with no, you know, stance of surviving it. You know, you have to look at that. We have to think about ourselves, where we're coming from, and that of where we are today. So imagine somebody now looking for that aspect to achieve it. I'm thinking best we give them away. It's a competition, of course, yes. A multi-millionaire, somebody can win it. But the reality TV shows that I've been watching since I was a kid till this day today, all around the world, mostly they're looking at empowering people that needs it. Yeah. The ones that already having it, they have average of it, they just need additional to it. to be
You're
much
absolutely
more of
right.
what they want to
I
do.
mean,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. I just want to take some of these comments that we have here. We have Amy and Sumana. She said that my question I have been asking. I'm not sure what she means there. I think maybe she is referring to when I said that why did they allow international women, international contestants to enter? I think that's what she says. And she goes on to say, Yaba needs this platform to be able to empower herself and other vulnerable young women, young people.
Yeah.
She says,
Yeah.
true chances should be given to people like Yaba. So yeah, Ami and Sumana is pretty much confirming
Yeah,
what you have both said, that this
yeah,
type of reality shows should
yeah.
be
Let,
there
let me
to
just,
support.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Let me just take a minute to just comment on that issue of what she's mentioning about why they accepting people from international. You have to imagine the platform is for everyone, whether you're coming from Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, or wherever. I think you leaving your country, going to that platform, you might have sensitized your people, you have your fan base that will be doing your voting for you. They're not going to turn around your vote. What they voted for you is what you're going to get. And if you are, like an instance, when Zainab Sharif was in Nigeria on Big Brother Nigeria show 10 years back or so, she didn't win. She was evicted, right? It was
Yeah.
due to the vote.
She was disqualified, yeah.
Yeah, she was disqualified. But then, yeah, everything has to be with the voting. And when you misbehave, you do something that is not okay, they take you out of the show. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. I've seen it happen in South Africa, you know? So looking at an instance of what she's mentioning, she needs to go back and think about what reality TV show is about. It doesn't matter where you're coming from.
Okay, Kekus, I'm getting a feeling of you're quite unhappy. This was not the Kekus we had 6 weeks ago, where we were all so positive. We were also looking forward to this reality TV show, not just empowering the contestants.
I told you already. I got stuck with the show. I got stuck. You know, I even stopped watching it because everything got changed. And when you're looking at a reality TV show, it has to be different form. That's why there's a competition right now, which I understood. Yeah, you have to try to be competitive with other platforms because we have housemate salons. You want to be more, you know, but then it has to be a reality TV show that you're doing. You need to understand the meaning. It's not about, okay, let me just do this to try to do this. No, you don't try to cross line. You need a cross line. You understand? Let me just put it in Creole.
So it's pretty much like the format of reality TV show as we know it has been mixed up because what we're supposed to see is not what we're getting. Do you think that's perhaps the fault of the producers, or are the producers going with the viewers? I'm going to bring that question to you, Miss Aisha C. I would like to ask you this one question. Do you think the way the format of reality TV show as we know it, the way it's going in Big Sister, do you think that it is a conscious decision by the producers, or are the producers just making it up as they go along, but by the viewers?
I think maybe from the beginning, it was all right. But from now on, I think they're making it up as they go along.
Yeah.
From what
I mean, the show was meant to finish. Go ahead.
From what I saw the past 2 weeks, it's like they're making it along. Because there's nothing look constant to me, because one moment they change this, they change that. So it's all confusing now. So I think they just make decisions as they go along.
Yeah, okay. I've got another question, another response here from Amy and Sumana. She says, I did not dispute the fact, but our young women will be scared to contest.
That's how I'm really very sorry for that breaking down transmission, yeah?
That's okay.
Okay, that's all right, my love.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for that anyways. But I just want to make a conclusion to we are to a cross line. Women don't understand stuff, you know.
Okay, make a conclusion. You go ahead.
Yeah, so you know they don't cross carpet the show. Like the show, first of all, it don't lost integrity to me own side. You know, that are the hard fact to get for say. The integrity of the show has been lost. The quality, of course, in a half and half, you get quality, get quantity now. The left owner, I don't know for Georgia, you know, but the show I was really looking forward to is not what I'm saying, anyways. So that allowed me to skip a little bit of the show, you know, and I just get for later so be like maybe that's only one time or whatsoever. But then now I can tell you.
Kekus, who do you think is going to win? What's your opinion on this winner?
I'll give an opinion towards the winner, but then I cannot predict right now who's going to win because the show is all about craziness. Right now, the show is crazy. At the start, the show was cool, but right now, the show is about craziness. I don't even understand the fact why Big Sister herself had to go to the house.
Well, that's what a lot of people have said. A lot of people have. I mean, this is why it's very like when we have a show, we should all be able to criticize without fear of reprisal. There should not be. I should be able to speak, but I'm very cautious about the things I say because Salone get their own cabal.
Yeah.
But we were there international. I've so far been very lucky. I've yet to be abused. I've yet to be called names. I've yet to be threatened.
Now, yeah. So all I can say is I wish the winner very best, and I wish like all what she might be thinking or planning comes to pass, comes to reality. May she achieve her goal, you know. But the winner.
But before you leave us, Kekus, I'm sure you've heard about the pregnant woman that was in the house, Valley. What's going on? I should see someone speak up. I mean, soon we're gonna have dinosaurs coming out of the Bondo bush. What's going on, guys? How did this happen? I mean, we've got pharmacists in there, got Nene Umu, Dr. Umu, all up in the thing, selling medication.
You know, I want to make this. I want to make this point very clear, okay? And the old show, I want to make this clear. The old show, the crews behind the cameras that you guys are not seeing. Yeah? Most people knew what is happening. But you will not know. Somebody else will not know.
Yeah, we're not there. We're not there. You know, that's the thing. We're not there.
We're not there. We're the viewing public. We're not security.
and you see that lady. You see that lady. That lady called Street Speaking. Yeah.
Yes.
If they allow her to talk the whole thing, the whole world, us watching the show, we know a lot of shit happening in there. Those inside and those outside.
For me, this is all very disturbing because what is about the safety of these children? I mean, they're young girls.
And that's what I told you. The show has been like a cross carpet. The game it don't babala. It don't box up.
Yes. I mean, I appreciate that. And I think maybe, you know, a part of me does have a lot of compassion for Zainab in her efforts. But every time we give a compliment, we're almost hesitant to let her know. You need to pull your socks up or take them off. Because yesterday was very disturbing. You know, Yaba was backed up in a corner. Though I do believe, though Yaba was backed up in a corner, the point that Dinma made, Yaba needed to address. And if Yaba na then picking a way like for talk, sometimes that situation would actually empower her for what she came for. Because when she would come out and see that 2,000 people saw her being backed up to the wall, asking her, and the way she responded, in the end, she nearly cried. She cried. And it was so like...
Nasa, let me just say something here very quick, okay?
I was just bullying her.
I knew a lot of people wish Yagba to win, and even myself, and I'm supporting anybody who is going to win. But I think when you look at intellectuals, people are looking at Yaba like she's a fool. She's not a fool.
She's not.
She's very wise. She's brave. She's intelligent. You know, when you are
God bless you.
When you look at individuals and then you look at their activities and how they perform and how they behave, certainly you can tell. You're not judging, but you can tell somehow who is this person. You know, like for me now, I know say Nasa Omi Sabisu, a Yankee, and now somebody were very frisky up, you know. Me, you know, see personal aids, you know, just a little while. I can tell a little bit
about
you.
You got me 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, Kekus.
You know, so this is not the life. You know, this is not the life. So I feel they all have the platform. Let them do best what is good for them. But yeah, we are expecting greatness out of the house.
Absolutely. And you believe that we can find that in Yaba. Yaba, do you think she has what it takes in order to win this competition?
Yeah.
Well,
based on the format.
I'm not looking only at Yaba. I'm looking at
all on the show, empowerment show. She is.
She is. And who do you see other than Yaba that may come second or third?
No, you know.
But street speaking is another one. Street speaking.
I am very plain. No, Kekos.
No, I'm coming. Nasa. I think who I might want to win the show. Like I'm looking at. I knew I should see Soyagba. Yes, I don't know who you are supporting, but definitely.
Don't say it.
Okay, but you know what? Okay. I should see.
I'm gonna keep it.
But I should see. I think this is a very important thing because Kekus is more than likely shifting towards a Yaba and street speaking. Now, for us, the international people, you didn't say it, Kekus, but I know where you were gonna go. Yeah. We the people abroad, we're looking back thinking, then we've got this all wrong. We've got this all wrong. And that is why I almost feel, what's the word? I feel like I've been betrayed.
You think so?
Yeah, because if Majo Bona, because Majo Bona, I believe, was going to win this competition because they said she was on 70% of the votes from the beginning of the show.
Yeah. Until
the week that Siwe left, her votes went down.
Well, did you know why? I can tell you exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Statistically, I can tell you something.
Well, this is why we're here, girl. We want to know.
Due to the information that we have or what they are saying there, they said them that comes from abroad have their money to vote. You understand, right? So if you have your money to vote, maybe you've prepared for like 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 7 weeks. So you know every week this is the money we're going to vote. You understand? And it comes to a time that maybe like now every day the Big Sister they
the show.
Now the fans have to come together now and vote for you now. So this is where you have to show your real self that you have fans. It was fans that were voting for you. So there comes the time now. I can tell you for free that it's all the fans now that have to let them be in there because it comes to the period that the money don't go.
Yes. I mean, we've got some comments here. Okay, we've got a comment here. Yaba is playing a lot of dirty games from the beginning. China Nikki was real, I think she wants to say. If you're looking, the comments then just they disappear now, Mian. Oh, she said some interesting comments there. She said, another lady says, Yaba is Amy and Sumana, Yaba is a brave woman. I'm trying to get this comment, but it's just disappeared. Maybe the ladies take it down. But basically, a lot of people have said that Yaba is playing a game. And I'm sure you don't think she's playing a game, but why do you think people think Yaba is playing a game?
What is the game she is playing there?
That's a question to the guys. So those who think Yaba is playing a game, what do you think the game that she's playing? Tell us, what do you think? Okay.
Yeah, she's been real.
Masire Cisse said, you guys should forget it. She will never win. I don't know if that is about Yaba or if it's another one say, nope, she's not. Let them explain. We don't need any more China Nikis. Okay. So she's saying, Masire Cisse said that she will never win. She meant China Nikki.
Everybody has their own opinion at the end of the day, you understand? So
yeah, Zainab Wilnen, we're gonna vote for Yaba Yabs to the end. She is 100% real, no fake. And a lot of people are really going towards Yaba, and I have to be honest. I'm not sitting on the fence. This girl should win.
Yeah.
This girl should win. Why? I think, based on what I've seen, if it wasn't her that was in the house at this point, I wouldn't have her as a winner. Okay, but she's got to this point, and when I look at the contestants which are left, and knowing that I worked with Yaba in Freetown when we did Music Meets Runway, I've been in 2 different fashion shows with this girl and Zaina back in Freetown, and the girl, she looks like she can change.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her yesterday speaking, and I could imagine her in walking down the streets of Ladbroke Grove. I could imagine her in Knightsbridge. I could imagine her with all the ensemble. I could imagine her with the outfit. I mean, once we deal with the with the way some of the things she's doing, but there is a room for improvement. Yeah. There's room. She's not already in a position of total success. And sometimes people like to see people evolve. When you meet somebody, you don't meet up, you don't wonder what to me they can do for you. But she seems like we can see her grow and we can all be proud. And I believe that incident, we've got Naya said, street picking needs this to change her life. I was happy when her team won a task and now she has a full-time job after the show.
That's good.
Yes, another lady said, yes, she can change. Let's be real. She's not all perfect, Yaba, but there's something about her. She's not all perfect, but there's something about her that makes me feel like my money won't be wasted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my money won't be wasted. Majo is who has shocked me. Majo, do you think Majo can win? Obviously, you know you would like Yaba to win, but are there any qualities in Yaba, I mean in Majo, that you think has brought her to this far in this competition?
Being in the house, I can't see anything. I'm not sure her personal life outside, but
Yeah, Abego, I'm so sorry. Yeah, me data. I need to use Wi-Fi. Me data is also give me trouble.
Oh, it's okay, my love. It's okay. We don't mind as long as you come back.
Asha, make you laugh me.
I didn't laugh for.
So yeah, Kekus, we were just speaking about Majo Bona. I mean, the girl is amazing dancer.
Yeah, she's a superstar. And I want Asha C to feature her, in one of our songs. She's a very good dancer.
Majo don't get job. Majo don't get job back. So Majo don't get job. Street Piki don't get job. Well, all man not in power. Yeah. Kadi K4. Now, hey, I've got one of my sisters in the house. She said she can change to be serious. This is something in her that will make her change. Absolutely, Miss Fauna. There's something about that girl coming out and seeing everything that's taken place in that home and evolving to be dynamite. Isef na Eastern picking, just like Zaina. So you get all that Eastern, them supports all that, which I'm quite impressed that the Eastern people managed to beat an American Bad Majo in voting. I mean, it means a lot to know that.
That's how you don't know Eastern, eh?
That's how you know. I once a while I go there, I go lost me handbag. I don't go again.
They're not beside find it. Eastern, we remember Eastern people. Then they were time. When I say they work out from Eastern.
Nasa.
Yes, darling.
Eastern, let me tell you what Eastern people, yeah, when they give you support, eh? Even if you are driving them to say enough is enough, they will be with you.
Oh, are they with you? Are they with you?
But for us Western,
really there.
Yeah, so Western, we together, we own big man, big woman style. Of course, Western now, Eastern and Nokia. They have it all.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes me feel warm. It makes me feel warm to know that we do have a community like this, that we, so,
Yeah.
you know, that we can support each other. You know, it's not like I say, we they support one, I don't know, Ghanaian or Nigerian. Now we all person we they rally for, and then it's a really good feeling. I've got a few comments here again, which are very interesting. Again, Yaba for the money. Auntie Fatty Fofi says, maybe, the comments are just, they move fast, I don't know.
You go find them.
Now me that they laugh. The comments are just to go to Yaba na Brookfield speaking. Yaba winning the team is the winning team. I mean, I'm really surprised how many people are really supporting Yaba on the ground. And we've got Hawada Komba. She wants to come in. Okay, Hawa, I'm going to send that over to you now. I mean, Hawa wants to come in, obviously, to say her own side. I think we all know say Coco they dance, but you know they give we. He say we all know say Coco they. Then just they go. Next one. I was expecting more from Majo when she went into the house, but to be honest, I didn't get anything from Majo. I was expecting her to teach the ladies some of her dance steps, but she was cold for me. Majo didn't entertain me at all. Do you agree with that, guys?
No, yeah. That's a point. That's a very good point, because at least you need to exercise by showing your skill to others.
Absolutely.
Especially
Absolutely.
Even if it's not just your dancing skill, teach them something else that they need to know.
Exactly, yeah. And the show, you know, one thing the show where I know majorly see in most of them is for really to show people like we out to the what the show, like most of the thing personally they have in them, not even because of the show, but first of all they were so curious, like they knew like there's a camera on us, there are people watching us, you know.
Yeah, and they're so particular about themselves. They're not showing
themselves.
They're so
very particular, you know. And a TV show, forget these things. Don't think about them.
The difference between Yaba and street speaking, they're so real. They just don't care. They live their life like we're here normal.
Don't think about all this shit. Do your stuff. It's a TV show.
They don't want to do it. They're forced on the camera.
Nasa, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. But the part of me we're not able to understand. Okay, continue.
Express it out. Teach people, even not like you know Bokutina, you know a lot of things then. If you're not model somebody, teach somebody else that they also know to model. It's not only that it's not all of them that are in the house that are models or whatever. You can teach somebody about it.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
If you are an inspirational somebody, you can inspire people. You can do it different from.
Yeah.
Instance of, you know, I like making instances of this guy that won Big Brother Naja. He was an hip hop artist, a singer. But this guy, he turns out to be the poor someone at the house. Everybody was looking down upon him. Until later, they started realizing this guy is multi-talented. And he proved it right. Look what happened. Yeah. He's a multi-millionaire today. You know, he started showing what he has in him, and then he gained the attention of all celebrities in Nigeria, all around the world where Nigerians are. They started voting for him because they saw something more potential in him, that if we invest in him, we're not going to regret it. That's what happened. You know, he got talent for sing. He began singing there. When I go do that at WhatsApp show, they sing very well. I said, well, what is? He got something, you know. But most of the guys, they need to do, and they focus on the camera too particular about themselves. Hey, the camera, you see this one go standing before the mic like this. Hey, big sister, blah, blah, blah. No, come on. No, that was pissing me off. They got mic for the mic. So, no, you see them. The mic will be like this. Go there. Hey, big sister, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, all that.
Just be and just talk what you have to say. They can hear you from any angle. Any
angle, yeah. Just, did I get go for show, reality TV show in England or America when they against me?
No, well, we would love to see that. There's nothing wrong with you going on a reality TV show. That would be something that we as a nation that we could be supporting. That's not a bad thing at all. I mean, that's what we need to see. We've got Matthew Salami. What have Yaba teach anyone in the house?
Well, they already say that Yaba know nothing. What did you want her to teach them? They think.
Well, it's a question that somebody's asking. Hawada Komba said, "Well, I think that's your own problem." And then we've got Amisa and Sumana. She said, we fans of Yaba will have to work on her emotional regulation, which is her weakness. I absolutely love that. Her emotional regulations. And that is, yeah, that is really spot on. A lot of these girls are going through so much emotional baggage.
She has this something in her that is very lacking. She lacks confidence.
Team Coco, Team Coco, we not mix pan rudeness, we not mix pan Congosa, we focus. We know what we want in the village for no need to make connection. Majo is ready to change the narrative of Sierra Leone. So let's vote and make a change to the young life.
That's a very beautiful comment, but there's a problem with Majo.
Okay, what's your problem with Majo?
She's very open to the world. Let's say she has met with big celebrities.
Yeah.
But then coming to the house, she's pretending to be one of the most innocent while she's not.
Yeah. Like
so use that as an advantage, exploit out what you have in you. But she's not doing it.
Okay, elaborate some more. Elaborate some more. Because I mean, as much as you would you like to see her, what would you like her to do? Misbehave?
No.
Listen, none of that. I want her to be that self-confident somebody to inspire others in the house, not only in the house, but outside watching the show. Because you have to imagine, this is not about Sierra Leone people there watching the show. This is about people all around the world watching. You check on YouTube, you see people watching the show. You know that like this is not only Sierra Leoneans. Yeah. So you have something in you that you can even advert yourself again in there. That's what you have connections already, but you can add to it. You have something out there looking at you. You have
in things like that,
You know what I'm saying? There will be sometimes some crazy moment like when they go out, but she's making $2 about it.
Yeah, exactly.
At the time, she had a misunderstanding with that other lady when I say don't come out here. They said they miss when they talk. You understand what I mean? It's not about rudeness. Exploring what you have is not about making rudeness or try to be rude. Not offense. No. You just got to come out, If you not do them, I'm going to see you do them. Not to pass and go begin play video there and I know begin prove and answer don't see them.
Well, can I bring you to attention? Are you aware of how young this young lady is? I'm again not here to defend Majo in any way, but do you know how young this lady is? She's actually I believe she's not even over 22.
Even if she's 18, NASA don't support this idea. Even if she's 18, from where she's coming from, she has to be very, very intellectual in what we are saying here. Come on. This is a 21st century.
I mean, I totally appreciate that, but because, I mean...
I can't wait.
Okay, no problem.
Let me just say this in Creole. Not just say this like Creole, yeah?
No problem.
When you see beginning of today, if you watch Ellen show in America, yeah, that lady, you see beginning of 8, 10 years, where they go now leading show, for go explore what's and get in them. With no hesitation. So leave the age aspect of that side.
Yeah.
Explain what you have in you has nothing to do with your age.
Yeah.
I want to get out of it. I like her. I like her confidence.
Yeah.
But if a guy will come out and show not only we would watch, but other people in back will come say, the beginning, whether I win this show or not, these are the IRM.
Over advice.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
It was an over advice. Like don't get involved in anything. Don't do anything. Just go to London when they call. You know what happened before they came there with you understand? I'm sure she must have had lots of advices, and then at the end of the day, she went there and don't be herself.
Yes.
You see?
Yes. I mean, I just want to bring into attention, obviously, that she's a young girl, just like Yaba, and the same way that we are saying that maybe Yaba may not be as emotional.
Let me add something. Sorry to distract you. Let me add something.
No, my dear.
Yeah, let me just add this thing. This lady you guys normally call street picking, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nane, if it be intellectual much more, she would have been like the most creative somebody that host. But because they don't get the IQ, have to put things them together to show people it out. People they look at her and she's very rude. Yes. However, but if you begin that means have to create for make that creativity for show really what in able. for do much more for.
Sorry to cut you. Somebody says she's still 28 and turning 29 at the end of the month. This na Yaba. I mean, this na Majo.
Majo. But Majo tell her she's 29. December 29 will make her birthday. I don't know.
No, this is for you talking about how
she's way too old to be behaving like that. She's way too old.
No. I'm very happy for that comment. It's because of you that we are saying she's 22. I love that comment.
I thought she was 22 because she doesn't strike me as a day over 25 or 26. Well, there you go. That's a very calculated woman, and she came in there to win.
Yaba is 24.
Yaba's 24. Okay, so that tells me straight away this girl is nearly 30 years of age.
Yeah.
Okay, she's quite savvy. She's not going to go in there and start shouting up the place like a 22, 24-year-old girl, which is probably why she's had a very reserved behavior. We've got leave Majo alone. For me, I don't know why Yaba is still in the village. Leave Majo alone, please. Okay, Gifty, no problem. We will definitely do that, Gifty. Emrika Smith says, oh God. For me, I don't even know why Yaba is still in the village. My dear is a show. I still believe she can do more. What you mean, the way too old to be behaving like that? Kindly, go for me today.
Sister, go to the next comment.
Okay, what have she done wrong? Yamba only cost once. Are you guys here for Majo? Another one said, I don't see why this not the end of the Big Sister show. It's not the end of the Big Sister show. We all don't even know when Big Sister show is going to end. Does anybody know the date yet?
Nobody knows.
We all don't know. So, I mean, it's clear there's a real issue here with the Yaba situation and the Majo situation. One is internet, but where's back Khadija to Chicken? Khadija to Chicken, it's if they start the competition, or in people then can just foot and still take this competition. Let's not forget the magic girl, which is SF. SF is leading. So we don't call all their name there. They're not even they win. The person who's winning is SF. What's your point on SF? Kekus. Mr. Kekus.
Well, I can say again on SF, right? Mr. Kekus got lost.
Internet, not so. Oh, you don't come. Oh, you don't come back. You don't come back. I got a letter me where you come back.
SF is one of these people. SF has her own platform in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah. She's making her own money.
Okay.
Understand? I'm sure due to all the conversation in the house, SF is one of those people that are in Sierra Leone that left many outside to vote for her. And she also have a connection from abroad, whether family or something like that. You understand?
Yes, I've seen some of her voters online.
So definitely there must be that, what's happening there. Because if you understand the graph, at the beginning of the show, or the beginning of the whole thing, the past few weeks, SF vote was really down.
Yes.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, when she was at the bottom there, and then the following week, she came first. So to me, it's like whatever money she's having outside, they just pour it onto that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I said, should SF not be allowed to do that because she's got supporters abroad? Can her supporters abroad not pump some money into her votes? I mean, because it's all getting a bit unfair I totally appreciate Yaba. And then one thing a lot of international people don't know, this girl has done some grounding work. She has been involved in so many video shoots, so many projects, and it really should be her time.
My point here is it's okay for others that have people abroad to help them with their voting and all stuff like that. You understand? It's okay. But at the end of the day, it's about who needs this platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who actually needs it? Fairly. Who the public is voting for fairly. You understand? It's like you going for an election and the public got your back. At the end of the day, if they rig the election, you're the rig for you can't win this election yourself. Who are going to be behind you? Nobody. And then if you even if you're trying to rule, now there are a lot of waywardness. People don't want to take whatever things you do. They don't even want to listen. They don't even want to know whether you're the president or not.
Yeah.
Because you have this you have that position unlegally. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the public doesn't have your back. You only went there based on your connection or opportunity.
Yeah.
So if you have the public behind you, you can make things happen. There will be
but then, in defense of those who are not going to have the public behind them because they live abroad, should the public not vote on the best man? And I'm not saying that Yaba isn't, because irrespective of all the Afaf talk away and say Yaba is involved in, she brought some juice in that place.
Oh yeah, of course.
She brought some juice.
Yeah.
She was a lively, vibrant character. Yeah,
you know,
she was
we Salone people there, when the show quiet, they go say, I want about him so. Nothing they happen, they tell the picking there for do anything or when they call, and then when they become again, and then we begin to comment again, oh, this is so much, this is what I want, this is this, but we want to see actions.
Zainab is playing games. Majo gets more votes than Yaba. Prove it if you lot believe it. It is fake talk you lot are having. Matthew Salami, he believes that Zainab was playing games against Majo, that Majo is in fact leading with the vote. With another one by Masire say Majo is not like Yaba. Yaba, everybody's saying Majo is not like Yaba. Yaba is better. Majo's better. But at the end of the day, who will take that winning prize? Are we all going to accept? Are you going to accept Aisha C if Majo wins this competition?
Well, it is what it is. If she wins it, she wins it. You understand? If that's what's happening, it's happening. It's just that it's not going to be fair on those that actually have fans, proper fans that voted for them. It is what it is. But what
the whole world know that the Big Sister show has been signed up for Yaba already. But the Almighty God that we save will punish each and every one of the Big Sister team. Michael Belmont. Hi, Michael. Michaela Belmont.
People don't actually understand that Yaba is not just there up to now because Zainab or the whole Big Sister show, they're the one keeping her in there. Yaba vote is what keeping her in there. And at the end of this show, at the end of the Big Sister, if they want to prove everything regarding Yaba vote or whatever vote that is coming from Majo or any other person that is in the house, we, the team Yaba, we are ready to show anything. That's why we're keeping everything in. We have all our votes intact. We try to, how we do in our movement and everything, how we gather fans and votes and stuff like that, they're all there. And at the end of the day, we know what our vote is. So if they think they know what their vote is in bulk, we win our government, they vote for we. They vote for we all sides. So we don't know where all the votes, but at the end of the day, we can actually calculate and tell you exactly what it is. Even if we cannot have the actual figure, because we know the public is voting. So it's up to Zainab to tell the random figure of everything. But Majo or the other hand, then they're not waiting and they vote them stagnant votes.
I mean, we have to be honest. Someone says Majo have fans more than Yaba. What are you talking about? Aisha, you don't know nothing. You send 1 million, you're here talking. Mr. Matthew Salami, if you could kindly refrain yourself for being so obnoxious, because I mean, I don't know why you need to speak like that. You know, how many millions are you sending?
This is something
you know what I mean? We've also we got Nga Yeli. He said, Nasa, I let you make up. Hi. Maya too said, to be honest, the more Yaba's name is called, the more then just they come and not even for ketchup.
They're stressing you.
Yeah. The show is not credible. We know they support Zainab and anything again. No, we don't need to be like that, Mabinti. We need to support each other still. What government is voting for Yaba? Matthew Salami, she never said the government was voting for Yaba. She used it as a metaphor.
Exactly.
It was a metaphor. Something is like something. Yeah. Okay. Majo is getting more votes than Yaba. So this competition is sounding on my thread here. This is competition between Majo and Yaba. But
Okay.
why is everybody forgetting SF? We they talk no more SF now they win for SF.
Exactly. They're not saying it. Forget about them. What's if
Yeah.
SF
Majo have a lot of qualities. Does Aisha have to tell how much we voted for Yaba? No, that's your girl. I think Ami and Sumana. She said, does Aisha have to tell you how much she voted for Yaba? I know behind the scenes, yeah, the amount of money that was voted for Yaba was astonishing. And I can tell you that, guys, it was astonishing. And those results, I mean, I may not know everything, and I know you don't want to tell me much, Aisha C, but my own investigation that I have done already, the thousands that were put on these votes this weekend were tremendous and they were massive. And I think maybe the international contestants have felt that maybe they've done more.
I don't want people to think that it's all those that came from abroad that have international support. You understand?
Absolutely.
Even Yaba have got international support, like also our friends, family, and every one of them. You understand, that are there putting their votes towards her because they want to see a change in her life. You understand? They're not just doing it because of they pity her. You understand, right? They're doing this because they want to see a change in her life. They don't know her from nowhere, but by the looks of things, they think she deserves this, so they want to put money into it.
Mm-hmm. But you know what I should see? Some of these comments, it goes back to what we started discussing at the beginning. If this girl rightfully deserves this, and it is the public who have voted her, wouldn't she have been better to not go to that particular show? Because now everybody's going to think it's a setup. And if it's not a setup, it is so unfair on this girl.
Yeah, it is so unfair. And that's my thing about this. It's so unfair. I wish we should have just had that money, put it together and give it to her outside and start your life. You understand? And let them fight with the whole thing going on. But at the end of the day, she's there already. There's nothing we can do. Because it's so unfair. But I believe that the show is going to be credible. Zainab will not sit there, or the whole Big Sister will not sit there and make it uncredible. You understand? They give the show to whosoever that wins it, whether it's A from America, from China, or from anywhere. Who deserves it? Let them just give it.
Absolutely. We've got Ella Kanu. Coco went into Sierra Leone to work. The comments are coming through so fast. I can't keep up with them, guys. I mean, what can one say? I mean, I give up because I don't, I don't know what else to say because, okay, right. I'm getting them now. I'm getting them. Samuela Jem says, I they eat me crab and enjoy the banter. People need to chill. It's only a competition. The winner takes it all.
Definitely.
Stop trying to make Zainab Sharif as an scapegoat if Yaba wins the show. Absolutely. If Yaba wins the show and she generally wins that show based on her the viewers' likeness of her, it is going to be heartrending that this crowd of people believe because she has an affiliation with Zainab that this has been fixed. We've got DJ S now, Flex X DJ Flex. I haven't seen you for a while. Hi, it's a game. I mean,
they're trying to use Zainab as a scapegoat so that whatever vote that comes in for Yaba and stuff like that, the Big Sister will be thinking that, oh, if I give this thing to Zainab, to Yaba, they might be thinking this or something else might happen. But it's not like that.
Okay. We've got Maya Tusidik said, why don't we all just wait and see who will win? God have already marked the winner. Yeah, I mean, I see Naya wants to come into the show. Can we put the link on the thread, please? I've got about 4 people. Can we just put the link on the thread just so we can see if anybody wants to speak for their own person? We've also got a few more other comments here. Mayatu says, why don't we all just wait and see who will win? God have already marked the winner. And that's true. Inga says, okay, why una no be help Yaba now una de tawa Yaba na jamba smoker?
Oh man, malicious people. That's how they act.
So is a jamba smoker unfit to win a competition? I mean,
exactly. Some people character is worse than what the girls in there are doing or stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Your life is worse than that. You don't judge people by character. And this is why me in particular, I'm looking to see that she empowered herself. Because at the end of the day, a lot of those people that comes here and comments about this, they're the one that don't want to see the success of another child.
Yes,
Somebody
yes, yes.
So these are the people that you were saying that, all right, let's find a way and see how we can empower. Men like me, even before Yaba went into the Big Sister show, I've always been there like a sister to her. But I can't able to help her the way that, you know, that will actually make her be the person that she wants to be. You understand?
Yes.
So that's why if you have this platform, I will be there to help her because I can't be able to help her that much. You understand? If Yaba comes out today, she will tell you that Aisha C has always been there for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter.
Okay, Han, we need you to send the link in the live feed. We need somebody that just wants to come in. Can you send the link in the feed, please? I mean, at this particular stage, I have to be honest when I do say that it's not just about this lady winning this competition. It isn't just about her winning this competition. There is a lot of kuskas where they up in the air, and we do not want this girl to win this competition and it goes against her. We all should have been thinking before Yaba went into this competition that it could ultimately be judged as if he's been favored. And if it does go against her in that way, would it be the viewer's fault? Or has this not been managed properly? You know, because we really can't blame the viewers. The viewers at this point are thinking, you know what I mean? Something's going on here. And the truth of the matter is, nothing is actually going on. You know, nothing is actually going on. But people genuinely feel there could be a conspiracy here. And I think what we all need to probably start thinking right now is let's really start looking at these contestants the right way. Let's start thinking about the way we're seeing ourselves, because this doesn't, we've got something here. We've said, Ella Kanu says, the real truth is Sierra Leoneans back home are so afraid that those living overseas want to take everything from them. This is why most Sierra Leoneans don't want to invest in the country, because of this type of ignorance. Salone, sorry, yeah. Ella Kanu, thank you for your comments. I really appreciate that. Ella is saying this is probably this situation that we're seeing with these contestants. This situation, babes, can you please put the thread in the link if it's possible? The link in the thread, the message thread. We've got a few people trying to log on, and I'm not able to share this thread to them. Can you please try and do that for me, please? Thank you. Ella is basically saying many Sierra Leoneans abroad have an issue with investing back home because of the fact that the people back home have a kind of inferior complex with us who are international. And they almost, she didn't say that, but indirectly do things to inhibit us from progressing because they think we've just come to take things and run. Do you agree with that? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
You agree with that? I mean, I you know one thing I like about you, Aisha, you're very, very honest. And if Yaba has somebody like you in her life, she's well deserving, because you seem so stable, you seem so competent, you seem so understanding of the issues on the ground. And it's not like you're faking anything, you know. This is a general passion that you have for this girl. And it says a lot to me about Yaba, to have someone like you on her side. She clearly must be more than what we are seeing. Another KK says, even when you fill in a job application, you ask if you are related to anyone in an organization. There's a reason for this disclosure. Yeah, that's my there's a reason for this disclosure. That's my 2 cents. May the best woman win. Absolutely, KK. Absolutely. So even though she filled in the form that this is a relative, nobody thought perhaps she could have won.
She's not a relative, that's the point.
She's not a relative, she's a friend.
Yeah, she's just working, isn't it? You understand? She's just like she's just a model.
Okay, okay. I've got Nata. So that's for all the viewers. Zainab is not a relative of Yaba. They're just friends. It's a model relationship. I know probably most people already know that, but for some of our viewers who don't know that, who are only seeing things going around on social media, they're not related. Nata says, I will not spend one dime on someone like Yaba. She's rude, very arrogant, loud, and a whole messy. She need rehab. Nata, that's some strong words you said there. But Nata, if I was to say to you, Nata, this is why we're doing the empowerment show, Nata. The whole idea of the show, this is why we all gathered on the 4th of October, you know, in our numbers, because we were, Nata, actually looking for somebody who wasn't already there, and then we were supposed to get them to the next stage. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's ironic what we're now saying we're not supporting, but in reality, that's what we signed up for. We've got Melody Joy says, bunch of fools sitting over there talking nonsense. Have you ever thought of giving back to Sierra Leone with one nonsense accent? With una nonsense accent. Let me read it to you again with my wonderful British accent. Bunch of fools sitting over there talking nonsense. Have you ever thought of giving back to Sierra Leone with una nonsense accent then? I hope you like the way I did it that time. Melody, I'm not going to choose to respond to you, you know. At the end of the day, you know, I mean, of course you'd be angry being stuck in Sierra Leone. I mean, of course. I mean, I would be upset myself. So I'm not going to sit here and brag about who I am. I can really pretty much understand how you would feel. But what I have to say is, you know, I wish I could give more. I wish I could give you more as well. But I actually don't have more. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. We shouldn't, who am I with my nonsense accent? I just hope it gets more nonsensical for you, so eventually you leave the thread. How about that? Hope you're having a good day. So we got Sokila 2 Jabs. You guys should take Majo Bonner out of this. She's like you guys, and here to badmouth Majo. No, I wouldn't, Sulaikatu. We are not bad-mouthing Majo. I don't think Aisha said one negative word about Majo, and nor have I. I think at this stage, we are only trying to establish who is deserving to win. We've seen all the characters now, Sulaikatu. We've seen all the characters, but what's happening is we're not necessarily seeing the best ones stay in the house. So we're trying to figure out what's happening on the ground in Freetown with my nonsense accent. We've also got Leave Majo Alone. Majo's obviously got a lot of supporters. And Aisha, you've got to be honest though, she hasn't ever really done anything bad in the house.
Hey, Majo.
Yeah.
No, she haven't. She just...
Yeah. And if we talk about the best person, if she hasn't been involved in so much kuskas and chaos and kongosa and mix up, she's kept her dignity to some very high degree. She's managed to stay out of trouble. Is that not good enough to win? Are the people on the ground in Sierra Leone not even in support of that?
Well, they're not there. The show is not about going there and keep your character in for you to win the show.
Why?
It is an empowerment show, and then it's all about voting. So whether you act that way or you act the other way, it's just about voting. Who is having the more votes, person is going to win the show. Simple as that. So yeah, we give her that. She's been good in the house with her behaviors. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is okay, which is good, and I'm sure she knows the reason of doing that. Okay, because of already before she went into the show, she must have claimed to be the winner. So she's doing all kind of way to maintain that position there.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I can see where we're coming, but are we Sierra Leoneans? Are we sit down all the time looking for that wonder kid? That kid that can represent us internationally, that kid that can step things up one stage. There is an element of this girl that can do that. But the people on the ground are still saying, nah, They don't want that. I mean, look at this guy on this thread. You know, he's saying he's putting down my accent. You know what I mean? Where some people might think, you know, this girl's achieved a lot. When something is good, we're still putting it down. Marjo has got a talent.
Yeah.
How comes the people on the ground cannot see that? I'm not putting down Yaba in any shape or form. I just want.
They're not seeing it because they just think about supporting who they know in the ground. You understand? They just support who they want to support. It's not about supporting. They're not seeing it. And besides that, Marjo is not well. The way they're claiming that she's well known in Sierra Leone, it's not like that. Yeah, it's just maybe on the internet or online or stuff like that. It's not. 80% of people in Sierra Leone are not on the online. They don't know who Marjo is.
Yeah.
They're all in those that are there. That's
Well, do you not think it's also a disadvantage to Marjo that we are only like we have the reality TV shows over here where they show us the best parts every Friday. You sometimes watch the show, you don't even get to see Marjo. It's all on the louder girls.
Yeah. Well, because they are on the front line, and Marjo is always hidden behind because she don't want to be called that bad person. She's trying to protect her image.
Yeah.
Has something
it's because she's calculated like that. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime. It's not a crime. Not at all.
No, not to you, but it's clearly causing a problem on the ground because we should be thinking, okay, we had Sire, we had Marjo. If I was on the ground, let me put myself in the position of the people on the ground. And if I'm going to be honest, okay, there's me. Nasai Fona. I'm on the ground. Born and bred, live in Freetown, and these girls are coming from America to the show. Who would I vote for? Absolutely the girl on the ground.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And why? The reason why I would vote for the girl on the ground is because I would think the ones abroad don't need it.
Definitely.
Well, then maybe we should have the celebrity in empowerment and then the ground, because some of these women, they've paid money for their tickets. They probably haven't paid their rent for how many months. They've had to take time off work. And they're now gonna, if they don't win, they're going back empty pocket. It does get a bit tough. And I think it's something that we all need to think about when we say we want to go into this type of reality TV shows. We may not always win. Matthew Salami says, that's how you can empower others. You can be rude and have nothing to offer. Gifty comeback, with this your Zoom, what have you guys given to Sierra Leone? If I told them, I would be a clown, is it? It's like, you know, when you're following somebody down the river. I don't need to do that. Bintu Bar says, Yaba deserves to win because she doesn't have, but she has a foundation, Yaba Foundation, Young Adolescents Body Bacteria. That's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program. You know what I mean? Marjo, Zuleika too said, Marjo is still well known. Who doesn't know the lady that danced Cheram for LXG? Marjo Bonner is a good girl. Don't try to pull her down. Fair point, because she's not somebody that you see in trouble. And I've never really heard much Kongosaya coming from Marjo, say don't go cost somebody. And maybe it's a shame that the people on the ground are not going to give her the chance to take this glory. But Aisha, is there anything else you would like to say to the guests that we have?
Definitely. I am here. We started this whole thing regarding what happened yesterday. You understand? So we wanted people to know that what happened yesterday, with Dima and others that actually barged into the whole thing, trying to attack Yaba on this thing. This is why I'm here, because I am not happy about it. And at the end of the day, it's not fair on the poor girl. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but just that it was not the right time for Big Sister to have allowed the ex roommate to go into the house at that very time when the show is not finished yet. I'm not sure whether they've done that before in any reality TV show. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe some of you that are watching, have time watching all of this stuff, because this is my first time focusing on things like that and see while you're watching reality TV show there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like it is what it is. At the end of the day, we just have to let people know that we have to give chance to those who deserve
Absolutely.
deserve it.
Absolutely.
You know? We don't want to be
Absolutely.
rude to people, you understand? Nobody's here to act nice or act rude to anyone. It's a game we're all playing. People have to calm down. People have to respect each other, you know, because after Big Sister, there is life. All the people we badging for, we causing noise for, they might come out tomorrow and then be at peace. They might be friends. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, let's just vote for whosoever that we think deserves it, or who we think.
And let's all also be very pleasant about it, because there's so much disrespect that's being flung around the place.
Like now,
And that
somebody's
type of
asking, what have we done? What have we done for Sierra Leone? We don't have to start talking about all of this now because we are not here for that. You understand?
Well, it goes back to that same comment that someone made earlier on, that people on the ground, yeah, this is why some of us on the ground have the reservation to go back to our country and do something. Because when you go and do something, the return that you get back is, who are you? You know, but some of us are thick-skinned. And I'll give you, if I was in Freetown, I would be the same. What do you know what I mean? We don't sit down and they make them video, then we and we don't keep the country for now. Now I can't collect the money back. I can understand. That's why it would be mad for me to answer anybody, because
definitely. Wow,
yeah,
this is
even some of, if I've got my Auntie Fatu says, she says the comments are unnecessary. Those of you who are watching this live and some of the comments which have been said, I want you all to be rest assured. Those who know me personally, no shaking. Guys, okay. I've got some of my family members who are in the thread, and please do not worry about this. It's not something that it's not going to affect me in any shape or form. We have this competition. Majo Bonner has come from international, yet we are still failing to see, outside of dancing, the qualities in which she has to win. Maybe she has far more qualities than every girl in that house, but obviously we don't get to see the best part. We only see the final thread, and we only see the final thread. So in the end, what we get to see is very, very little parts of Majo. But with the dancing side of things, like I've also said from the past, she's a fantastic dancer. So I'm a fantastic speaker. Someone else is a fantastic singer. You know, to be a dancer is a talent in every shape or form, but we've all got talents. And sometimes in this kind of reality TV shows, we are looking to see that one thing that makes you a bit cut above the rest. I mean, I could barely dance like her. So sometimes I look into what she does and I can see she's a very talented young lady. But equally, Yaba, I think, has suffered on the grounds of this in Freetown. She has been from place to place, door to door, trying to find herself. You know, and I do recall working with her as a very young woman, and maybe this £50,000 will make the difference. Maybe it's this £50,000 that will see her with all that she's been through.
Make a change in her life.
Yeah, you understand me? Make a change in her life, and that's why we have to be. You know what? I'm very. So yeah, so she has shown that you know, there's a lot going on. Nata says she was sick for almost 4 weeks with no proper medical treatment. Yeah, a lot has gone on in that house, but we need to now zoom in who is our winner. Yaba Mansare has a very good chance to win. Majo, darling, if you're not rude, some of your supporters are very rude though. Because in my little comments, I've been threatened left, right, and center. Poor Majo, you need to get some new friends.
Comments are killing you.
You know, and then we've also got is SF. I'm really praying for SF as well. I'm praying that she gets 1, 2, or 3 of one of them, and we got Tricky.
For me, for my own opinion, the bottom line is I prefer somebody down there to win, whether even if it's not Yaba, somebody down there to win this money than anyone coming from abroad. You understand? Reason being because they need that platform and that opportunity there more than us here. we can always have the opportunity here. Whosoever that went there, because now it's like they don't want us to call name because it's not just one person that is in there. You understand? So they can come here and then improve their life, have opportunity from other companies and stuff like that, showcase whatever they can do.
No, I mean, I disagree with that a little bit. Okay. I don't think because someone's come international, they shouldn't win. Let me put it this way: you don't bump picking. You get picking. Imagine you get picking one go now salon go do show day. They say because he born in the UK, enough it. It's not fair. That's my only.
She is fit, but others need the opportunity more than her.
That's not, you can't deny that, my dear. I can't deny that. Everybody, I need it as well. Do you know what I mean? Not even just the people in Freetown. But I just think, you know, everyone is screaming, Majo for the mullah, Majo for the mullah. And it's all been flipped now. If Yaba wins, Zainab has set this up. And let's just hope that we can have some respect and integrity amongst ourselves. I know the disrespect is going to be there anyway. All you just got to do is take your turn off your mobile phone. That's all you have to do. You can get rid of all the noise. So, I mean, just a quick message to some of the offensive individuals who have thought maybe they're going to, you know, probably make me feel bad. I don't really get like that. You know, as a proper model, I've been told many things, offensive things. So I'm not, do you know what I mean? I've been judged all my life. So whether I've got a big nose.
If you are an entertainer, all of those comments should not bother you.
I know. They're wonderful. They're wonderful comments. I'm just happy that they're all enjoying the show. And they're all enjoying Big Sister. I pray that one day I'll have Zainab on my show and, you know, we can all just continue to embrace the community. But I should see, I have to be honest, you are being a great ambassador for Yaba. You seriously have your integrity, your calmness, your politeness, and just been doing what you're doing in the background. Please continue to support. And when we get to that finish line, Jesus, his glory is yours. My gosh, I don't even know what's gonna happen. If you guys win, if you guys take this, oh mate, I'm gonna be so proud and so happy for you all. I want to say thank you for coming again. I'm believing in my little talk show and just trying to get, you know, get the community all together. And I'm very grateful.
Love you all, all of you. Don't worry about it.
I love you plenty. Take care, my lovely. May God bless you, Aish. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, there you go, guys. It's just been crazy. What can one say? It is now going to be that time. It's that time. We don't even know as of yet who the winner's going to be. Right at this moment, we all don't know who the winner's going to be. But what we do know is that we are coming to the finals. And guys, the winner, we've got to try and use this as a really, Zainab didn't make this show for there to be conflict. I'm sure she didn't do that. I'm sure this show was all about making a change, and we are nearly at the change, even though it might be at the cost of quite some offensive individuals. But guys, we can still just continue and really embrace these girls. Majo, listen, girl, you have got a talent on you and you have got so much to give. But if you don't win, sweetheart, it's just the beginning. You've got so much more you can offer. SF has got a lot to offer. Street picking, as everybody already knows, street picking has got a lot of votes as well. So it's not just in the running of Majo or Yaba. Okay, street picking equally has got a lot of votes out there. There's a lot of people who are also voting for street picking. My people, if you haven't voted yet, if you have yet to make a vote, if you haven't, I've got a comment here, Michaela Bellman, my dear. So it's clear now to everyone out there that Big Sister only needed the votes and money from the roommates that came from abroad. This is really not done. Now, Michaela Belmont, I really do not know, my dear. I couldn't tell you. I would like to believe that's not the case. I mean, I would be lying if I did say I believed Zainab did that. I think maybe they didn't plan properly and they didn't think about what would happen when you have a homegrown that everyone is supporting up against an international person. I think it probably just wasn't well thought of. So hopefully the best woman is going to win. We've got Sulaikatu Jabs. Look where you face dry. Don't go and eat rice. Stay there and be forming celebrity. Thank you ever so much, Sulaikatu. I hope I said your name properly this time. We've got Pretty MC say, why Zainab allow Majo to be part of the show when she already have her daughter Yaba in there and she went to give her the winning? I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. We've just had Aisha C on the show, okay? And Aisha C, Mrs. Pretty MC say, Aisha C has explained that she's not related to Zainab. They're only partners, like they've done fashion works together. So there's not actual direct relationship between these two people. DJ Flex, go back to watch Samira. She's my girl. You know I love Samira. Samira was the one who just touched me when she left. Saw her speech yesterday. Wonderful speech. I've also put that on the page, guys. So go out there and watch. Learn more about Samira. We've got Aisha is talking about coming from here, blah, blah, blah. That's why her music is not playing much in Sierra Leone. Matthew Salami, I mean, you've cursed me. You've cursed the contact, the people who were my guests. I think, I mean, I've got two options, Mr. Salami. I've got two options. I can eradicate you from my page because I've seen your comments and they've been quite feisty. So I can do two things. I can eradicate you from my page, or you can just stop your offensive behavior. It's not going to make any difference to anybody. We've got Pretty MC saying, she said that. We've got Samuela says, that's the way to treat them, Nasa, ignore them. I'm too old in the tooth in this game. Come on, kids. You know what I mean? This ain't the playground. We've got Nata Mohammed say the show is rigid. I don't know, I'm not sure, but Nata, what we have to do is we've got to be patient. We could still get a great ending here. You know, let's not all just feel it's come to an end. The show's not good. You know, there's fake going on. Let's just be patient and let's just wait. And we've got Mayatu saying, yeah, thank God our CEO, Tim Pepper, is out of this madness. Thank you, guys. I think I'm going to end it on that note. I really appreciate those of you who have taken time. I hope nobody's been too offended by any of the comments that anybody said in the thread. I will apologize in advance if anybody's offended you on this thread. Again, my name is Nasai. You know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So guys, we know Friday, evictions coming. The show was meant to be finishing this Friday, but we don't know when it's finishing. It could be Saturday. If it's not Saturday, we'll get back to you guys. So guys, please just bear with me. Please enjoy my show. Keep giving me feedback. I don't mind a few punches here and there. I'm a tough girl. Take it on the chin. Thank you all and have a wonderful, wonderful night, guys.